Hi there, it's Joe here, and we're going to go over quickly 2 SEO tools that are currently on AppSumo. We have Ranktracker and Nozzle, and both these tools are based on rank tracking and data mining. You can see this is the Nozzle dashboard you get started with, and this is the Ranktracker dashboard you get started with. So with Nozzle, people have been complaining about the UI being overwhelming and it's a bit much, but I actually think it's beautiful. Now here's a little tip if you feel like it's just a lot going on, and I only have 2 projects set up. You just click up here, we go to dark mode. Isn't that pretty? It's very nice. So you got that, and they also, the Nozzle founders have listened to user feedback. This used to just be called Teams, but now they have it as Projects/Teams, which I think is much easier to understand, because before just being Teams, you would go here and say, I don't know where to set up my projects. So this is definitely much clearer. So going over the Nozzle dashboard, you basically have your projects on the left side, and in this area, which I guess a lot of people are getting overwhelmed with, you have your rank position, your average rank, pixels from top. I know a lot of people confused about that. Basically, a lot of rank trackers will just do it in order, 1 through 10, in numbered order, but pixels from top, Nozzle will measure, say we Google cartoon characters, how many pixels in height does your page show up for that keyword? So it's measuring height of pixels. So that's another added feature that you don't get from other rank tracking tools. So you can see, how high up are things showing up, 9,000 pixels, from the top. And then above the fold is anything up here, up high at the fold will be the fold line of the browser, like down here. Actually, if you have different window sizes, the fold can move, but it's the top, top half of like a search page that shows up. So you want to be above the fold on a keyword whenever possible, but pixel height from the top and above the fold helps when you have stuff like this showing up, these snippets that take up a lot of pixel space in the above the fold area. So it gives you an idea of, going on there. And then you have your keyword groups that you can set up your keywords in. I can show you that later. Over here you have your ranking keywords, the blue, how many we have ranking 1, 2, 3, and then we have a bunch for this project. Right now ranking number 16 through 20, we have 2 keywords, and then 21 through 50, we have 2 keywords. Then here and over here also, you'll see the red arrow, green arrows. Red arrows, it's like the stock market. It was a down day, with the check. It depends how often you check. Sometimes you could check keywords daily, weekly, monthly. You could decide, you could schedule all that. But it looks like we've been from ranking 21 through 50 in this orange department, we went up 1 with the green arrow meaning up. But then the 16 to 20, we dropped 1 for one of the keywords there. So that's interesting. Winners, losers, again, it's repeated here. I mean, it could be a little overwhelming to some, but once you get used to it, and I'm still getting used to it, it's actually very cool. It's like opening up the morning paper like back in the day, and you have everything in front of you and you can start from there. So I kind of like how that's going. So on the Nozzle dashboard, you'll also see your 30-day usage limits right here on front next to your projects. And you'll see I have 54 polls already because I was running this one daily with the keywords I have here. On this one I have 62 polls, no priority polls. With Nozzle, in the deals, you'll see you get 5,000 keyword polls per month, 10,000 or 21,000 polls per month. So it's up to you, and you can change the frequency on these to adjust the polls. It's a little bit like a credit system, but when you do a poll, it kind of does the keyword across the board with competitors as well, which is pretty cool. So it's a little bit better than the basic credit systems you've seen out there. And then let's see, we go into automatic real estate. So this is one of the projects. You can click here, it gives you an overview, dashboard. Right now I have 6 keywords running. It's on a daily, this was a daily check this week, so you'll see it every day at the time, just kind of across the board. I haven't increased any more, added any more keywords or anything, so it's kind of unstable. Up here, you can go through brand type, domain, it's unpaid, paid, organic, ads. You can narrow it down. You can do which keyword group you want. I put them in separate groups, like I have this Old Westbury keywords, and that'll show up. Or if I want my Long Island keywords, that'll show up. You can organize the keywords however you'd like. Shows you a little basic rank stuff up here, pixels from the top, CTR, above the fold. So everything's kind of repeated from the homepage. So then this is the keywords again. This, I like the colors. It's easier definitely in dark mode to see the color differences of which keywords are where, what they're ranking at. So right now I have six things being checked, and you'll see in the orange I have one keyword ranking between 21 and 50. And then I have 3 keywords ranking between 60 and 20. The green is in number 7 through 10. So that's like page, depending on the scroll at your settings, but it could be, bottom page 1, page 2 in that area. And unfortunately, it looks like I have nothing really ranking, in the higher areas, which would be like, 1 through 10, which would be nice, but I just set up a few keywords. So groups that I have set up, the blue is all keywords. The red is the Old Westbury ones that I put into one group, one folder, and this teal, color, blue, green, cyan. Long Island has 2 in there. And then again, it's repeated over here. A lot of things are repeated, and it makes it easier for you to see in case you miss something. Bars, and sometimes people like looking at bars more than charts and zigzags. Here are my keywords, and this is what people really these days are looking for, is the rank tracking part of it. And you'll see where things are ranking here. So this is ranking, got the little red icon, that's for mobile. The blue is desktop. One looks like a phone, one looks like a computer screen. So Old Westbury Real Estate Agents, it's ranking at 11 on a phone. And if you want to look on a desktop computer, where's it ranking? Because it does make a difference whether you're on a computer, laptop, or a mobile device. But for this one, it's also ranking at 11. Here you see the losses, the gains, again, pixels from the top, CTR above the fold, SERP percentage, estimated traffic that we're getting for the keyword there, and then your keyword groups. So that's basically the keyword overview dashboard. Now from the keyword overview, we can go to the keyword group by keyword group, and sets everything up here. Same stuff, the rank, amount of keywords, pixels from top, etc. By rank group, and then down here we have by the groups that we set up. All keywords, just the source, which will show you how to set up really quickly, sources, and then each one, the Old Westbury, the Long Island, so you can just see it in a different way. It's sometimes simpler. People might just want to go to their keyword group to see stuff. A segment separates it in where is it coming from, like you have unpaid, organic, has an image with it, it's coming from a phone, unpaid, what's your rank there, emphasis, desktop, unpaid, so it's not a paid ad, what's ranking between 16 and 20, unpaid, etc. Kind of just organize this a little differently. URL, where to load. So where the URLs right now, like this is the URL for one of the rank groups, what it's ranking at, and here's the other URL. So these 2 guys are the ones that are ranking for the keywords that I have, that I'm tracking, that I've entered. So it'll actually break it up by the URLs themselves. Word, you see all these zigzags, and then you just match it with the colors. Do you see what you're ranking for on the mobile device or desktop device? To these guys, to each keyword, what else the SERP is bringing up, which other pages, check them out. Share a voice. And this is what I own. Now, if we had other brands, let's say we go back to my projects, my other project, let's go to view dashboards. Under this one, competitor. So share a voice. This is my website, and then you can set up your competition. I have it listed as a friendly, but if it was something more like dire, like, okay, this is my enemy, my main competitor, I would list it as that. But here you can see how I'm doing compared to my competitor, or this, example. So you can have, in the overview, if you want, you can check the keywords you do keyword polls for your company. And then I entered in the brand section, and then it pulls up the competitors' keywords, same keywords that I put in for myself. And you don't get charged twice to see what your competitor is doing, or whichever website you want to see, where they're ranking for the same keywords that you're ranking for. So that's another neat thing about Nozzle. So now let's go to the setup process on Nozzle, behind the scenes, manage keywords, and then you'll see here, this is where your keyword manager is, where you could add brands, which the brand is your competitors or anybody else's keywords that you would like to see where they're ranking for, kind of spying on them. And you can add as many as you want in here. I think it's unlimited number of domains, URLs, social profiles, pretty amazing. And this is where people say, oh, the limits are low, but you get a pull. Once it pulls the keyword data, it'll pull it for everything you list here. So the brands thing is very, very nice bonus. Segments I haven't even touched upon yet. I'm going to get to that eventually, but really the brands feature, just going quick overview, definitely worth it. So the keyword manager, project name, team name, you can change that anytime. Now the source name, I just named it as US for now. It's scheduled weekly on Friday. I changed it from daily, actually just now. If I want to have keywords in different sources, I want to have a bunch of keywords that I want to check daily, I would make another keyword source and name it like high priority US, mobile or desktop, or mobile and desktop. But for right now, I have all my keywords in one source, and I just named it US. As basic keywords, phrases are basically keywords. I have them listed here. If you want to add more keywords, you just put it in there. Total track keywords are 8. Now there's 4 here, but I have it set up over to here to track them on desktop and mobile. You could just do desktop or mobile. I just do both. And then you can list your which you want to use as Google, what country, the area, you could add that, and then here you change the schedule. So that's the setup. I have no groups set up here, but I can set them up in groups if I'd like, which I did with the other project. So we go into the source. Again, you could have other sources, as many sources as you'd like, to have them scheduled in different days, different weeks. I have my keywords, my keyword groups here. One is for Long Island, one is for Old Westbury. I have them all set up on the same schedule, weekly on Friday. If, say, I wanted my Long Island group of keywords to be every day because customers I want to know what's going on for Long Island, I would make Long Island a different source. So hope that's kind of easy to understand. Gets a little crazy. Just keep in mind the hierarchy is source, and then it goes to keyword groups. So keyword groups, you could have as many groups as you would like in there to organize your keywords so you can see them visually on the charts and the graphs, everything. And then if you want to have different schedules, you would take those, you would make a different source and then have keyword groups within that source. And then brands are to set up your competition. Who else do you want to, or your other URLs that you want to just inspect and see what they're ranking for real estate in Long Island and New York, and you can list as many as you like, and you basically get a glimpse into, your competitors and other businesses or, successful websites and what they're doing right. And then maybe you get some more ideas and fix your website. So now from Nozzle, we'll go on to the more recent SEO tool on AppSumo is Ranktracker. Now Nozzle works on polls, which is sort of like a credit system, but better because not each check will count as a credit hit. It'll be one pull will cover, as we showed previously, your competitors and other brands. Ranktracker will go by keywords, which I've always enjoyed over the standard credit system, because you get 100 keywords daily, 250, 200, 500, whichever plan you go to. So Ranktracker, 6 tiers, 100 keywords, 200 for tier 2, 500. Now these are daily tracked, so that's great. A lot of people say, oh, I don't need daily, but once you have daily, you kind of like it. Only thing that people have been also kind of complaining about is, as the tier goes higher, you get more keywords that can be tracked daily. But the leaders and the monthly keyword lookups, all etc., SERP checks, audits, it's the same. So the founder has said in the AppSumo questions Q&As that they are thinking about possibly, I don't know, so, but we'll see what happens. So here's Ranktracker's overview dashboard. I got 2 projects set up here for now. Gives you the same stuff, graphs, charts, average ranking, your positions, where your keywords are. Right now I have like 11 through 50. I have 2 keywords there. I'm ranking for my keywords from number 1 to 3. This is a little extra bonus. I did not know at first that Ranktracker had an audit tool built in, which is very cool for you Librica fans out there, or ones that skipped on Librica. Ranktracker has an audit feature, which will give you your score, important fixes, semi-important fixes. Also has your SEO, like SEMrush does, like how much your organic traffic is worth in value if you had ads running. Keyword notifications here. Again, this is daily checks, so you'll just get daily checks. There's a checklist. I haven't set that up yet, which you would set up over here on the side. SEO checklist, which project you go through it, and as you complete each task, connect your Google Analytics, Search Console, etc. Set up your checklist. So that's your dashboard. Ranktracker has Keyword Finder, Keyword Explorer, which something that Nozzle does not have. Nozzle doesn't have the audit tool either, but Nozzle will check your competitors. So these tools overlap each other, and I think there's benefits to having both. Definitely gives you a lot of data. Like I said, it's a true data mining tool, where Ranktracker is a rank tracking tool, but it's kind of gives you the audit feature and the Keyword Finder. Now, Keyword Finder, it's people who have gotten WriterZen, which has a great, even though WriterZen's main purpose is not Keyword Explorer, Keyword Finder tool, WriterZen has a great Keyword Finder. So Keyword Finder, Keyword Explorer, the keyword that you're searching to rank for, like the rank tracking part, is just you enter in the keywords and you see where your website's ranking for said keywords. Where the Finder, Keyword Finder, would you type in something that you want the page to rank for, like web design company, not web design company, but web design company. You can do globally or do United States. SEO world, SEO tools. The Explorer or the Finder brings back other keywords that might be better to write about and rank for. And their trends, like how they've been doing the volume, estimated volume. So this says for web design company, you have an estimated volume of like over 9,000, which is great. Now, keyword difficulty, I'm going to click here. This is very important. And this is something that BigQ did not have, was the keyword difficulty feature. WriterZen does have this. And so does Ranktracker. BigQ, besides it being a little buggy, it did not have the keyword difficulty. Then up here in account, you'll see it has a nice little meter system of your usage. So I have 200 keywords with the tier 2. I'm checking, this many keywords already I've used up for the daily, and competitors, I haven't done anything. monthly lookups. I just did my second monthly lookup, so I get 1,000. Raise the monthly limits, SERP lookups, and then the difficulty. So I just did a difficulty check, uses one of them, it says 42. So let's see, out of 100, gotta say that one doesn't seem too good. Out of 100, I would think that it's, see, and then once you have the search done, you can go back into history and take a look at it again. So see, it's it. But if this is out of 100, I would think this other tools, again, a lot of these aren't exact, you know, they're pulling data from different areas. Some of them have their own systems. For web design company, I feel like it would be at least 65, you know, out of 100, higher. But still, it has it. It's great. I love having a keyword, you know, Explorer keyword finder tool within my rank tracking tool. It really helps, kills two birds with one stone. And it's also good to have different keyword Explorer tools. This way you can compare the keyword difficulty on this one to Writer's End, to Ahrefs, SEMrush, whichever other tools you're using. The more the merrier. You don't want to go too crazy and buy too many of these things, but it doesn't hurt to have, you know, 2 keyword tools, just so you can compare data. So we go from the keyword finder to also Rank Tracker has a SERP checker. So basically enter in, let's say, graphic designer, and then it will, similar to Nozzle, it will pull up which SERPs are showing up where for the keyword. So you have local pack, which is like a map pack. It's not showing that, but it'll give you the rest of these URLs, these pages that are showing up, and then you can examine them and see what they're doing right and try to get up there. Yeah, it's very similar in style to Nozzle. Overlapping features there. Checklist we went over. There's some reporting, and then here is the website audit. Rank Tracker's web audit section. So this is, go here, click on the domain name, and it gives you a basic audit report. OSDA, server location, pages index, right away tells you important fixes, similar to Librica, Site Guru, other ones out there, the other LTDs you guys have seen, and it tells you the important fixes that you have, semi-important fixes, you know, things that you gotta do if you want to, the technical side, you know, and it gives you details like this. These have duplicate content in there. 2 pages with duplicate title, so they have duplicate titles, so we know which those are. Audit tools are really nice, and you could schedule these. You can check your crawl pages and go through that, do all the errors, shows what's good, what's bad. You can compare crawls, but I only have 1 crawl, so nothing to compare yet. And it shows you here the crawls. I don't think the audit is in the meter yet, but you get 10,000 pages audited monthly for the audit feature on Rank Tracker. So between we have Rank Tracker and Nozzle, it's really user preference. I would recommend trying both out and then refunding, or if you want to keep both, there is some overlap. Rank Tracker has the audit tool and the keyword finder, which are 2 great bonuses to have in one tool, while Nozzle will dig deeper into data, mining the data and checking out your competition brands. 1 keyword across the board, it'll pull that data. UI is a little bit intimidating to some, but I have no problem with it. So thumbs up for Nozzle and Rank Tracker. All right, thank you.